I wanted to test all of them because I go to the gym a lot and I need to keep hydrated. So I wanted to test these. Well, of course, because I wanted to see what the flavors like if I'd actually drink these, but also what's actually in them, so you don't have to buy all of these. And I hope this is very helpful for you. So first, let's do the flavor, because if you hate the flavor, you're not going to drink them. So first off, we have this drip drop one. So it has quite a bitter taste, I thought, this one. So this didn't really taste that great. It's not too salty, but just a little bit bitter. So it's a very specific flavor. Perhaps it's here because of this bold variety, it says. I don't really know for sure. But I tried a few of these: berry, lemon, orange, and watermelon, and they're all just kind of bittery. So that one was really for me. Then the Zero one, this has a pretty good taste. It's not overly sweet and not overly salty. So this one was very good taste-wise. Then the Propel one, it's kind of similar. It's the same kind of box here. So it's very similar. Also very light taste, not too sweet. It tastes a little bit like watered down lemonade. So not too bad, not overly sweet here. Then I have the Ultima one here. So this is quite a different one. It's also very light in taste, but a little bit more salty here. And it has more of a bubblegum flavor than a lemonade flavor, I think. So it's not really my taste, this one. More of a bubblegummy, so it just tastes a little bit artificial for me. Then the Liquid 4 one here. This one was a little bit more salty. This overall has a good taste. It's more like fruit punch more than like a lemonade. So I think this was a little bit more fruity. And I like the passion fruit one. So that's pretty good as well, taste-wise. Then the LMNT Electrolyte Drink Mix. This is extremely salty. It also says stay salty. So I really don't think this flavor is for everyone. But it comes highly recommended, especially for that salt, to replenish that when you're working out and sweating a lot. It has a very light fruity aftertaste. So I'm going to try this some more, but I don't think I can get over that very salty taste. And then the Zip Fizz, this was just really weird. It has like this really weird foamy substance when you add it to water. A lot more than the rest. The rest is just dissolves in the water. This is gets very foamy. It also has a little bit of that fizz, a little bit of that carbonated water type of taste. It is very sweet, and also it has a very strong sour taste here. It says zero sugar, but maybe sugar additives, or it is really sweet to me and very sour. It's just too weird and foamy for me, so I wouldn't recommend this. So taste-wise, I think the Zero one here or the Liquid 4, I think those were the best tasting ones. Now let's look at what's actually in them. So this one, the orange flavor, it is a zero sugar thirst quenching power. So that sounds pretty cool. They say it helps replace what you lose in sweat, and it has Gatorade electrolytes in it. 70 milligrams of potassium and 240 milligrams of sodium help you rehydrate and replenish. But it doesn't taste that salty. So this is actually pretty cool here. So sodium 10%, total carbohydrate 1%, and 5 calories. Then the Propel one, it really looks very similar, zero sugar. Also a light taste here. This is the berry one. So this is an electrolyte water beverage mix. It has zero fat, 210 milligrams of sodium. That's 9% of the total. So just a little bit less here than this one, than the Zero one. It has Gatorade electrolytes for your workout, it says. And they all work quite in the same way. You have a packet in these, a small packet, which is easy to take with you. So you can just add that to water. Just open up the packet, and then you just add that to the water once you open it. And give it a little stir. It's best to use these with like a sport drinking cup. You can just shake that then it will be already mixed. But it's very light. All of these are very light like this. Some get a little bit of a purple color, but this Zip Fizz one is just a little different with all of the foam. And all of them, you use them with 16 fluid ounces, or that's about 500 milliliters. If you use the metric system like we here do in the Netherlands. So it's actually quite easy to use and quite nice tasting, this Propel one as well. So you get all of these packets that you can use. Now for all of these you have different flavors. This Drip Drop one comes in a bag of assorted flavors, so that's also a nice choice if you're not sure which flavor to buy, or you just like the option of choosing different flavors on different days, which I do like, because I don't want to use the same flavor every day, day in and day out. So a packet like this from Drip Drop is actually quite cool. So I didn't really like this bitter taste that it has. So this one is not really for me. This one has 35 calories, so it's a little bit more calories in here. 14% sodium, so that's also a little bit more, 330 milligrams, and also a little bit more carbohydrates in this. And some sugars, so 7-gram added sugar. So this one actually has some more sugar in it as well. And then potassium, vitamin C, magnesium and zinc. I think because the addition of all of these vitamins and stuff, they added some sugar and it really didn't mask the taste for me. But this has the 3 times the electrolytes, it says, and 1/2 times the sugar. I don't know compared to what exactly, but this one is perhaps one of the better hydration than these two. I just can't get over the taste just with this one though. Then the Liquid 4, it also has a very salty taste, but overall a good taste. I could get into this one, not so much as the Element one, but just tasted just a little bit saltier. This also has vitamins and nutrients, 8 vitamins and nutrients, and it has 50 calories, then 520 milligrams of sodium, so that's 23% here. So that accounts for the salty taste. Then carbohydrates, 5% as well, and it also includes added sugars. So that's maybe why the taste of the salt is masked just a bit. So I like this one, but it also has just a little bit more sugar and calories. So maybe that's something to look out for. I want to eat a lot more calories because I'm going to the gym and I want to bulk up. So that's no problem for me. And perhaps not for you as well. Then the Element one, well, this is just too salty for me. Let's see what it says on the contents here. Oh, I have to get into one of the packets because it doesn't say on the back. So this is also 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium and 6 milligrams of magnesium. And this one is the mango chili. This also has a few different flavors here. So that's also good to try out. Just a few different flavors. I like these mixed ones. So it's also 16 fluid ounces. This one has sodium 43%, so that accounts for the very, very salty taste here. Potassium 4%, then carbohydrate 1%, fibers 0, sugar 0. So they didn't try to mask the taste here. So if you want to replenish your salt as fast as possible, I think the Element one is the best one without any added sugars and without too many calories. So this really, really works, and I can see myself drinking this, but really not for pleasure at all. Then the Zip Fizz one here, this also works a little bit differently because you have like these sticks, and it is also just a little bit too much plastic for me. So this is wrapped in plastic, and then this container is plastic. Perhaps because it needs to be contained here with the fizz, I don't really know. But this really isn't to my taste. It has 0 sugar, 4 to 6 hours of energy. That's what it says. Let's see what it also says on the box here. So this one has 20 calories, 2 carbs, 2 grams of carbs. That's less than 1%. Vitamin C, vitamin E, thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, vitamin B, folate, vitamin B12, and sodium 70 milligrams, so that's 3%. So a lot of vitamins here. This is a little bit more for vitamin energy than for hydration, it seems. So they try to do like both at the same time, I think. So I don't recommend to get this one unless you want to, well, add to your vitamins at the same time as like hydration. But I don't think this is the best for working out. And then the Ultima one, the last one. So this also has a very light flavor, a little bit more salty, and more of a bubblegum flavor. And let's see why that is. So nutritional facts, this has 0 grams of fat and cholesterol, 0 calories, that's nice. 55 milligrams of sodium, that's only 2%. But also no added sugars, so there's nothing to, well, mask the taste, the other taste. Then calcium, potassium, vitamin C, phosphorus, magnesium, zinc, manganese, and chloride. So there's a lot of these additional additives in there. 6 essential electrolytes, it says. So 0 grams of sugar, 0 calories, and 0 carbs. So this also seems a great choice for if you're watching those calories. So I hope this video has helped you. Make your choice between all of these and stay hydrated.